Welcome back to the Ripewave audio community. My name is John and I have some exciting news for you because a pair of F18s just flew into our home theater and today we're going to unbox them. These F18s from Rythmik Audio weigh a whopping 133 pounds boxed, 115 pounds unboxed. So we're going to be careful with ourselves as we do this. And so let's get into this. And as I'm unboxing this, I'm going to tell you the story that the subwoofer quest that I've had started back 15 years ago when I bought the Polk LSI 15s. And I was not happy with the subwoofers that Polk had in their portfolio. And I've been searching for these. I've considered Shoe Audio, we've considered SVS, we've considered Rel, all sorts of other very popular subwoofers. Probably wouldn't have gone wrong with a lot of them, but I think these are something special about these F18s, and we're going to find out firsthand. So let's unbox this. It gives me some instructions here. It says lift up the top section first, remove the side panels, position your microphone so it doesn't interfere, and we'll lift up this foam piece first, which has the manual in here, and a couple of accessories, which I believe is the power cord and the feet for it. Now they're saying next, remove the side inserts. Make sure we get this right. Got it. So one of these pieces that is called a skateboard, that looks like that's what's going to slide out on. So we're going to make sure we put that back in when we go to slide this really large subwoofer out. That's the amplifier protector. Remove these corner pieces. Skateboard as well. Final one. Now we are going to put the skateboard back in. And they say to place it like this. Okay. At this point, we're going to rest it on its side. Out of the box. And I've got it in a protective bag. We'll get the rest of this bag off. So I've got the F18s in the piano black finish. I know a lot of people like to have the matte finish so it doesn't have any reflections. But to match our Polk LSIs, which are also piano black, we went with that cosmetic. This is wrapped with cellophane, so we'll have to remove that. In the accessories boxes, we have the feet, which will screw on the bottom. There's 4 of them. box simply has the power cord, which is removable, which is nice. Give this a little flip so we can take off the rest of the cellophane. And then I need to flip it again. Keep using these skateboards. That's one of them off. The other one's being a little stubborn. All right, we are fully unboxed. Turn around here. This is it with the grill cloth on. And I'm going to show you a little interesting aspect about the one I got. Is this one has a silver cone, which is a $100 option for the F18. Now if we can spin this around, on the dolly you can see the back of this. And I'll get the other one out and we'll take a look at them side by side. Both subs are now unboxed and sitting together in front of our theater simply for visual purposes of this video, as we anticipate that this is not the most ideal location for these, and we do have some flexibility on placement. Before we get into our subwoofer plan, let me first explain why we have acquired subwoofers before updating our processor. If you have been following this channel, you are aware that Ripewave Audio has produced several videos with the intent of moving forward with a long overdue AV processor update so we can finally enjoy immersive audio along with acquiring any other overall modernized feature set. Therefore, you may have been expecting that the new processor would be the next move we made. While that would have made sense, I felt that filling the subwoofer gap first and unlocking the full potential of the current processor better enables me to assess the true value of the new processor upgrade and what it will deliver. What else does it take to make this theater immersive ready? Well, height speakers. In our case, they are 4 Polk audio ceiling speakers that we already purchased, but we're waiting installation. Now we will hire an electrician to drill the holes and professionally run the wires to the amplifiers. At the same time, it will be ideal to run the cables necessary to hook up the subwoofers. Therefore, it makes sense to determine the position of the subwoofers first before calling the electrician. Until then, we will use temporary cables for our testing and initial listening. The final step to be immersive ready is to purchase amplifiers so the new ceiling speakers can be driven. With the subwoofers and ceiling speakers in place, there'll be a total of 11 channels of amplification for the standard speakers. We can then purchase a new processor and experience 13.2, or otherwise called 7.2.4, with our immersive system. We selected the Rythmik Audio F18 subwoofers as a long-term addition to our system. The aim was to treat the subwoofer as much of a one-and-done selection as possible. Now, certainly there are subwoofers that may challenge our decision, and we anticipate many of you writing in with your own favorites and recommendations. Now, please do, because that feedback will make the subwoofer decision easier for everyone else that is following. For example, you might find that REL subwoofers provide a better experience for music. JTR subwoofers have the potential for stronger output at lower frequencies. And SVS subwoofers include the convenience of built-in DSPs and remote control via mobile applications. Ripewave Audio did not produce an extensive subwoofer buyer's guide in advance of this video. I will just say that we made our decision after years of reading reviews and watching YouTube videos and looking at manufacturers' websites. And we found which was most compelling about the Rythmik models is their use of direct servo technology to control the woofer. That feedback-based method is designed to optimize playback so the bass is quicker and generally uses less power to drive. Currently, Rythmik is the most visible brand that employs servo technology, so that basically narrows the selection down to Rythmik models. I use this system in this room for music as much as I do for movies, and I felt that a sealed subwoofer would better deliver the musical experience. I have room for larger subwoofers, including subwoofers with two drivers, duals if you will. And like the most expensive model from Rythmik, the FV25HP, that would be a lot harder for me to manage and get approval, of course, from management. As our theater is 27 feet long, I just felt better about going with an 18-inch driver versus a 12 or 15. At $1,899 each, or $3,630 a pair with a discount for buying two at once, this is not an inexpensive purchase, but still it is a high value solution given its quality and size. For example, dual SVS PB16 Ultras are currently selling for $3,799, so comparably about the same price, a little bit more for the SVS. But the PB16 Ultras, they have a more powerful amplifier. However, the driver is smaller. It's 16 inches versus 18. And as a result, the PB16 Ultras do not dip as low as the Rythmik F18s. Looking at specifications. Now, as mentioned earlier, the F18s have an 18-inch driver. These weigh 115 pounds, or 52.2 kilograms. The included amplifier is 900 watts. Now, that doesn't seem much by today's subwoofer standards, but the servo is able to do more with less. The enclosure is roughly 21 inches or 53 centimeters cubed, and it's a little longer in the depth for the grill and the heatsink on the back. The frequency response varies with how the F18 is set up, but the LFEs are capable of delivering down to 10 Hz plus or minus 3 dBs. The unit comes with a 5-year warranty on the driver and a 3-year warranty on the electronics. Rythmik provides a 45-day satisfaction guarantee, which is aligned with that provided by SVS, who is known for their excellent customer service. The Rythmik website includes graphs of test data, some of which are done independently by database Josh Ritchie. Overall, those charts and tables suggest that the F18 will likely outperform the majority, but not all, of the subwoofers out there on the market. While the F18 does not include the DSP and wireless control options that SVS provides, the back panel of the F18 has a full set of manual controls. Connectivity for both balanced and unbalanced sources are provided, whether they are LFE or line signals. there is a parametric EQ, which can be toggled on or off. There is a variable phase delay, which is much better than a two-state 0 and 180-degree setting, which a lot of subs are limited to. And here you can dial in exactly the phase delay and timing that you want. The crossover setting is also available for non-LFE signals. And finally, there's a bass extension control, which you'd normally only see in higher-end processors. And that will allow you to set the slope of how these are going to decay. So very powerful there. We will get into these controls in more details in future videos. To close, I will give you a glimpse of the videos to come with the Rythmik F18. It is likely these topics will span multiple videos. Audioholics just ran a series called Get the Best Bass for Your Home Theater, parts 1 through 3. Now, each is over an hour with Anthony Grimani of Grimani Systems providing content, which was not only excellent, but timely, as they were posted just before we received the F18s. I will include links to each in the description. What I plan to do is follow their guidance, at least partially, in the setup of the F18s for our home theater and document our progress so you can follow along and see the results change as we run through the steps. I am an engineer by degree and appreciate the methodical science-based approach they are using. We will first determine where the existing issues are by measuring the system without subs. Then we will attempt to locate a position for the subs based on that data. How are they going to be positioned to cancel out some of the negative effects of the room? We will then measure the subs to determine if we need to reposition them again. Then it will be on to setting the crossovers so they are properly integrated with my Polk LSI-M speakers. Once aligned, we can tune using time alignment, equalization, and level setting. The ultimate test will be through listening and fine-tuning to suit preferences. Before we begin, we will develop a test plan assembled from multiple references, including those recently posted videos on the Audioholics channel. If you are in the market for a subwoofer, what criteria are you using? How do you plan on optimizing placement and configuration? That feedback would be useful to the Ripewave audio community. Furthermore, if you enjoyed this video and are interested in enhancing your audio experience, please like and subscribe to this Ripewave audio community. And be sure to select the bell icon so you'll be notified as soon as the next video is posted. Until then, keep evolving your audio experience.